Hello everyone, I am Taureor and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. Openers, starting strategy guides. Let's play Romania. Romania is very well positioned to be a puppet master if you want to play it that way. Of course we could go on conquering people, but we could also go on puppeting people. And I don't usually do that, but it can be pretty rewarding sometimes. So I think what we're gonna do now is puppet some people. Anyway, it is very strongly tied to your focuses, and you have to time them right. And it's semi-random. Basically, everything will depend on one of the decisions that the AI country will have to do. Anyway, your first focus should be Institute Royal Dictatorship. As for factories, you'll need a lot of infantry equipment. Now, we could theoretically scrap the support equipment and towed artillery and just focus on infantry equipment, but they can be useful. Let's get rid of the tanks, though. And let's make tons of those submarines. They will be helpful eventually. Okay, we'll also need to purchase some steel. Sorry. Let's buy it from the Soviets. Alright, as for research, just go generic for now. And the doctrine. Now we start with a very good field marshal, this guy, Petre Dumitrescu. He has combat width reduction and the supply consumption bit. So he's going to be our general, our commander for everything. As for factories, first let's have a look where we have tons of slots. North Transylvania offers the most slots. So let's start by increasing the infrastructure in North Transylvania and then building some military factories there. Alright. Now, our first target will be Bulgaria. They are most likely going to accept becoming our puppet, but just in case, let's get ready to attack. Alright, that'll do it. And it's pretty important that you do this next bit. We need to put as many troops out in the field as possible. So we're going to make training new divisions our highest priority and train tons of them. Alright. Let's unpause and continue. Okay, these are the negative effects you get from the king. I would recommend you swallow the negative debuffs from it. Just choose the options that don't cost you political power, which is going to be very helpful very soon. Just don't use up the political power. We're also going to switch some of the templates. We're going to be using one template for everything. I mean, Mountaineers could be useful technically, but I prefer to have all my templates be the same. But let's not switch them just yet. Also, select a place and deploy those units as soon as you can, because we need to have a lot of manpower in the field. The more units, the better. Okay, and now we wait for the focuses. It's really important that you do it quickly, otherwise you won't be able to do one of the aspects of the strategy that I have planned. You see, deploy them immediately. Now, we don't have manpower here, but it is, recovering slowly. So eventually we'll be able to deploy them. We need some tungsten. Let's just ignore it. I suppose we could not build cannons for now. No, that's fine. Oh, cannot deploy. Why? Insufficient manpower. Well, eventually you'll be able to deploy them. We'll get manpower at some point. Spanish Civil War does not concern us. Okay, you'll get some extra political power, but don't spend it yet. Just gather up all your political power for now. It will be worth it. Now, he is a bit problematic, our new royal dictator. That's the king that causes all the problems. But we can make him be a responsible adult, and the next thing that we're going to do, revise the constitution, is going to make him a very good leader indeed. Now, don't spend the political power yet, because he's going to get a bonus, or rather a discount, to using political power, so we'll be able to get much more out of the points we'll have soon. Don't forget to keep deploying the troops whenever it's possible. Now, I don't really have manpower, so it's just equipment here. Alright, electrical... next technology. Next technology, and from there... Well, just wait for this focus, and then we can hire some people. We will be going for free trade, I believe. Yeah, because we're going to try and be the puppet master this time. Now, you can do that in the other strategies, but Romania is uniquely suited because we have some nice puppet war goals from our focuses. And technically, as a puppet master, you will have a greater overall strength. Okay, now that we have revised the constitution, we got quite a lot of manpower that we'll start deploying to the field very soon. But we can also change our government stuff. Can't change this yet. We'll go to partial mobilization when it's possible, because not being fascist or communist, going to war economy is going to be problematic, and this is going to be a good enough boost just to get that. But for now, what we need to do is get a silent workhorse first, and I would recommend that you go to free trade for some nice bonuses. Okay, and our next national focus, I know this is tempting, but if you do this, you'll be late with the other things that we need to do quickly. Now go for Balkan dominance. And we need tungsten, let's ignore that. Okay, the manpower was distributed immediately. Make sure that you deploy those units as soon as you can. I mean, you could leave these to train up a bit because they already got all the power and equipment, but we want to deploy them as quickly as possible because that is a condition that's necessary for us to do one of the focuses that we need to do next. Actually, since we do still have some manpower, let's deploy another one. Okay, they don't have enough training. We can leave these be because... Actually, I could even cancel this so they wouldn't get the sport equip. No, it's fine. Let's just deploy them. They can train up a bit, but we need to deploy those immediately, so they don't take more equipment. We need them to have as little equipment as possible, and as much manpower as possible. Again, choose the option that doesn't cost you political power. So whenever they become available, you need to deploy them. So we have manpower in the field. And then get enough equipment to start training the next unit. Over. We need 400,000 people in the field for everything to work out nicely. So this is pretty important. Okay, modify the government. We could go to limited conscription. We will need to go to limited conscription eventually. Yeah, that will basically fix all the problems. Let's go to limited conscription. That will also let our troops in the field reinforce. No, they are already reinforced. Let's add more units. We need to deploy all this manpower, so make sure that you go to almost 0. Balkan dominance is done. Our next focus... See, now this is why we need to deploy them, because Align Hungary and Puppet Bulgaria require us to have enough manpower in the field. We only have 340,000, we need 400,000, but it's doable. Let's just deploy everything. Now we are at 386. Some of them will be able to be deployed before the 10 days elapse. This is a bit min-maxing, but it's also necessary. Oh no, there's another better way to do this. Just select all these units. Suppose you could not take the tank. No, tank 2. And switch them all over to infantry. Which means they will require tons of manpower. I will cancel some of those that already took manpower. And the manpower will be put directly into the units, thus giving us enough in the field. Why is it not going directly into the units? You still need manpower. When will it be delivered? Yeah, soon. Maybe the day needs to pass. Yep, it's going. Still not enough, but soon. Actually, I could deploy some more, and now we have enough. 420,000 in the field, which is sufficient. Now we can select a focus. I recommend going with Bulgaria first, because they're very likely to accept your offer and become your puppet. This is why we have all our troops trained at Bulgaria. Let's assign all of them to this border, just in case they refuse, but I haven't had them refuse in a test game. Alright. Keep deploying. We need a lot. We need a lot in the field to enable the other focuses. This is necessary. Because for Yugoslavia and Greece we need 500,000. And for Turkey we need 750,000, but we don't need to do Turkey immediately. Anyway, we'll do Bulgaria now. They're going to be shit, but not for long. They will be fine eventually. Mass assault. Yes, I chose this doctrine because it's my favorite, but go with whatever you think is right for you. Good, Bulgaria has submitted. Now, having a puppet is pretty cool. For example, you can trade stuff with them. Does Bulgaria have steel? Bulgaria doesn't seem to have steel. No matter. Actually, we can check that in the trade screen, can't we? Yeah, they have tungsten. What do they have? Well, they'll have something from focuses. Anyway, we can ask them for troops, and they'll just give us troops. And we can command their troops, which is pretty powerful. Just click Request Forces. Boom, we control their troops. Let's add them all to the army. Assign to the Hungarian border, because we're gonna be conquering Hungary next. Just take Budapest, that should be sufficient. Right, I need to cancel this order and assign everyone up here. Although we won't need everyone. Anyway, the next focus will be to align Hungary. Now, Hungary will either become our puppet, or we'll get a war goal on them. Either one is fine. Modify government. I suppose we could go... Yeah, let's do partial mobilization. It's quite likely that Hungary will refuse our demands, because that's what I've had happened before, and then, when at war, we'll be able to do partial mobilization. So let's wait a bit, bank these points for a while, at least until the next focus is done. Right, basically managing puppets is a subject for a completely other video, but if you go to manage subjects, you'll see that they can become more or less independent, depending on how you interact with them. Okay, our next research will be concentrated industry. And it's still 36, so I suppose support weapons 1. How are we doing on construction? Okay, pretty much okay. Okay, again, king throws a lavish party. Don't spend political power. It's better to just, suffer the cost. Oh, I forgot to keep deploying. That's a bit of a mistake, but we should be fine anyway. We need all this manpower in the field. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Kingdom of Hungary is defiant. Yeah, let's join the Anti-Comintern Pact. Kingdom of Hungary defiant. We could leave it be. Of course, we're not gonna. We get the puppet Wargol focus on Hungary. Now, you can do this in two ways. Obviously, we need to attack Hungary. And I recommend that you just order all your troops to just go directly to Budapest, because then they'll surrender. But what we can do in different ways is either make them a puppet or make them just annex them. But in this playthrough, we'll do the Puppet Master, and you'll see some of the benefits that come with it. Now, let's do the Secure Greece focus. Also, I should probably also use the planes here. I did get some extra troops, let's use them as well. And see, we are already using the Bulgarian troops that we just got. Make sure that you reiterate the order to go to Budapest. This way we will avoid some unnecessary fighting. Also, since we are at war, we can now change... Well, we can't go to extensive conscription because they're not strong enough for that, but we can go to partial mobilization. It's not as good as war economy, but the world tension is not high enough for us to go to war economy. So partial mobilization, it has to be. It's almost as good. It's not as good, but almost. It's certainly much better than civilian economy. So let's go to partial mobilization. That's going to help with our factories quite a lot. Yeah, see, this army should be able to get to Budapest mostly undisturbed, unless they get killed when surrounded, but I think they're strong enough to not get killed when surrounded. Although they might suffer some extensive losses. Maybe it was a mistake to train them to, just go there so aggressively. Anyway, we have enough to modify the government. Let's get an army offense expert, or maybe better, infantry expert. That should strengthen them sufficiently to be able to cut through to Budapest. Oh, come on. Okay, maybe that was a bit of a mistake. Maybe I should have been more careful. But no, we're almost there. And... Okay, it's gonna take a bit longer than I anticipated, and they surrendered. Now, we could just take everything, but this is a Puppet Master playthrough, so we just puppet Hungary. Having a puppet gives you some nice modifiers. For example, we can take their stuff for almost nothing. You get 10 times as much from trade. So technically, if we don't mind them becoming more independent, we could switch our delivery over to Hungary. Now, Hungary should have some steel. Not a lot. Well, they'll get it eventually. Okay, so we don't need to do that now. But when they get more steel, we can buy it from them at a reduced price. Same with other resources. Okay, let's get our troops. And we are justifying on Greece. Well, we're doing a focus, technically, but it's pretty much the same thing. And let's get the planes there as well. We don't really have any manpower, any excess manpower. We won't be able to get enough to do Turkey. But that's fine. This can wait anyway. Now, next focus should be divide Yugoslavia. This can have two outcomes. Either Yugoslavia will accept, and you'll get 3 small puppets out of them, or Yugoslavia will be defiant and we'll have to fight them. Both outcomes are good in their own way, because getting 3 puppets without fighting is wonderful. But alternatively, this is why we're in such a hurry with those focuses. If they are defiant, Czechoslovakia will still not have done trust in the West, which means their guarantee of Yugoslavia will still be in place, which in turn... Oh crap, I forgot to declare war on Greece. Okay, let's be quick. Call all allies. Yeah, make sure to call Bulgaria, otherwise we won't be able to move through here. Alright, there's way too many units assigned to this front line. Change that a bit. Get some orders going. Yeah, Greece is problematic because the front lines don't work out too well. Free research slot. Let's do... It's 37. So we can do construction and machine tools. Right, where were we? Oh, Yugoslavia, yes. So, they will still have a guarantee from Czechoslovakia. So if they refuse, we'll get to fight them and Czechoslovakia, which is going to be quite nice. If they agree, we get 3 puppets, and then we can get a Czechoslovakia through divide Czechoslovakia focus, which will give half of them to us and half of them to Germany. Both outcomes are fine. But if we have to fight Yugoslavia, we might as well get all of Czechoslovakia, right? Now it will make Germany attack us at some point, but we can handle them. Alright, let's paint a new front line over here. Whoops. And assign some people to go there. How many divisions? 26? And 50 here. Seriously, 50 divisions. That's better. Let's move you over there. That should be sufficient. And we can modify the government. I suppose I could keep this, because we might be able to go to extensive conscription if we're fighting Yugoslavia. So let's keep the PowerPoints ready for now. And hurry up with this. Come on, get to Athens. We need to finish them off. I forgot to declare war on them at the proper time, so now we're a bit behind. Okay. Whoa. Oh, cool. Yugoslavia has actually surrendered. I wanted to show you the other bit, but this is fine as well. Yugoslavia has surrendered, and we get 3 puppets out of this. Just look. They are all our puppets, which means they will build up their industries, and they'll get tons of manpower, because they're all, core territory and all that. And they'll get extra stuff from doing focuses all the time, which means, in general, all of us together will be stronger. Also, we can buy resources from them cheaper. Now, that will, over time, give them more independence, so be careful with it. But, well, Czechoslovakia is not our subject yet. Let's wait a minute. Let me have a look. Maybe it didn't update yet. Maybe it needs to. I'm sure some of them had steel. Maybe the month, or at least day, needs to tick. Let's let the day tick, because they're new countries. Okay, let's have a look again. Italy, Japan, Czechoslovakia. I don't see any of them here. Kingdom of Hungary only. Serbia, yeah, just 4 steel. That's not enough. Okay, but later they will get more. And it will be fine. For now, let's continue on fighting Greece and get the next focus, which in this case has to be split Czechoslovakia. I left it earlier because with Divide Yugoslavia, we could have gotten this, basically without doing the focus. Alternatively, we could do the Royal Foundation first, just to get the extra research slot, because we're not in a hurry anymore. So I suppose we'll do that. And then we'll do split Czechoslovakia, and then we'll do secure the Bosphorus. Okay. Maybe that was a mistake. Anyway, we're almost done with Greece. And when they build up some forces, we can also take control of them, like we did with Bulgaria. We're really missing manpower. Also a free research slot, I suppose, concentrated industry. Now, the one problem with being the puppet master is that you don't get a lot of factories, which can be problematic. Okay, get to Athens and end this. Okay, now we could take all the states, but let's make them a puppet as well. Let's play this as a puppet master. You should play at least, even if you prefer to take stuff yourself, you should play at least one game as a puppet master, because it's fun. Anyway, our troops are done with this. Let's move them to the Czechoslovakian border. I don't think they will refuse, but let's be sure. Okay, modify the government. Yeah, just in case they refuse, I want to keep some power ready to maybe do extensive conscription or end war economy. So let's keep some stored. Although I think they'll agree. I think the chance of the refusal is small, but I haven't checked the game file, so I'm not sure. Division assignment mode. Now, we actually have a lot of army experience now, so I could modify the templates. Let's modify the templates to involve enough infantry to have the proper combat with. We require way more manpower for reinforcements, but we'll get it eventually. Maybe we won't need to deploy even more units after that. Okay, we're finished with the research focus. Maybe it was a mistake to do it so early. Now let's split Czechoslovakia with Germany. I kinda hope that Czechoslovakia refuses so we get to fight them. Theoretically, I could justify a war goal on someone like Poland if we had a different government type, but that would change our leader, and our leader has some very nice modifiers. So I don't want to get rid of the king. He's actually quite good. Just look at the discounts. Okay, I'm going to spend all this political power as soon as we know what happens with Czechoslovakia. Because if we could get war economy and extensive conscription, it's worth waiting. If not, I'll just get some theorist, maybe industrial concern, material designer, maybe the, captain of industry. One of those. Oh, we need more steel. We need more steel. Oh, see, Greece has a lot of steel now. And I can buy it from Greece. Normally you get 8 for one factory. With your puppets you get 80. They only have 16 to trade. But still... Still, that is pretty great. I still need some steel because I cancelled the deal with the Soviet Union. But now we can get, the remaining bits. And if we can get Czechoslovakia, we'll also get some steel from them, maybe. Anyway, let us continue. Alright, we no longer suffer from a negative effect. We'll eventually get rid of all his negative shenanigans, but these conquest focuses are more pressing. Okay, these are all done. I would suggest to do radio. Did I do infantry support weapons? Not sure. Okay, this has 100% infrastructure. And, yeah. You can also build stuff in your subjects' lands. Can you make your subjects build stuff in your lands? I don't think so. Can you? How do you... Yeah, let's go to manage subjects. I don't think you can. See how many we have. Now we can request forces and we can... yeah, that's pretty much it. We have to build our stuff ourselves. That's fine. Let's see where we have the most free slots. Transylvania, let's say. So let's build up the infrastructure in Transylvania. And then get some factories there. Alright, let us continue. Okay. Adolf Hitler accepts, which means we will split them. Which is not what I was hoping for, but hey, we get a puppet for free. And they actually are quite a good puppet, even though they seem to be small. These are quite good states. Quite a lot of factories here. Anyway, let's cancel all your orders, and the next stop is Turkey. But we'll need a little bit more manpower for this. Next stop, Turkey, and we'll also need a naval invasion, because getting through here is very difficult. So let's detach the 10 most experienced units. Do we have enough? Oh, some of them are expeditionary forces, but I suppose that's okay. We can use expeditionary forces as well. And assign them to a different commander. And they'll be doing a naval invasion, but they'll be doing the naval invasion once we research the proper technology, which we will soon do. Now, unfortunately, we don't have enough manpower yet to do this. We'll have to go to militarize the sentinels, which we will want anyway, because it leads to getting rid of all the king's shenanigans. So this is our next focus. It's going to take us a while to get Turkey. Also, we'll need to get naval dominance. So let's make sure to assign our planes to the sea and also assign our ships there, our submarines, which we're building all the time. Oh, do we have enough convoys? We might not have enough convoys. Wait, 43. Oh crap, I don't have enough convoys. I need to build convoys. I need to use all the dockyards for the convoys, apparently. Damn it, this is not great. Oh, we still have some time, and I was supposed to use the political power, so let's do that. Let's get the captain of industry. Let's get a military theorist. And soon we'll get an industrial company as well. Alright, concentrated industry 2, wonderful. Is it time for this yet? Not really. I suppose I could do recon companies and hospitals and logistics companies and all that. Although, are they really worth it at this point? Well, I suppose yes, they are. What does the signal company do? Initiative. No, it's fine. Okay, I suppose we could do the recon companies and the hospitals and logistics companies. We do have 4 slots, after all. So, I suppose I'll just send you guys here, because you'll be planning the naval invasion from here. Alternatively, we could send them from down south. Would that be less defended? Maybe. Not certain about that. I was supposed to be doing the companies here, but the competing machine is just too tempting. Let's do it. And we can modify the government. Let's do industrial concern. Alright, there's quite a lot of world tension going on, and now His Majesty Loyal Government will get some extra political power. But it's more important as a thing that leads to other stuff. Oh crap, I forgot. I need to research the naval invasions. Let's switch the recon company. We'll just finish it later. This, transport ships. So how are we doing with building those convoys? 1.5 per month. That's not going to be enough. They can just cancel the submarines. Can I? Do I have enough to make the naval invasion happen? Probably not. So we should keep it going. Or I could build another dockyard. Anyway, I suppose it might be time to do these. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Need some tungsten, but that's no big deal. I could get some almost for free. Let's see if we can get steel cheaper. Greece is giving us 16 for one factory. Kingdom of Hungary. Oh, we can get some from Hungary. Okay, let's cancel the Soviet steel. And get some from Hungary. See, we're getting tons of steel. Actually, I could stop getting some from Greece at the moment. Do I have more than 21? No, I have less. So we need to get it from them as well, but it is more efficient that way. Although, yeah, let's militarize the Sentinels. Just for the extra population, so we can actually start the focus on Turkey. Defense in depth is done. Let's do mass mobilization. Unfortunately, we can't do extensive conscription yet. Unfortunately. Oh, and I have enough points to modify the government again. I suppose I could go with infantry equipment designer. To speed things up there. And I can modify the government yet again. I will want a chief of army. Let's get the army offense expert. Yeah, don't spend the political power. Although at this point we could start spending the political power because we have pretty much done almost everything we want. We just need to go to extensive conscription and war economy. Those will probably be possible during a war with Turkey. Okay, that gives me manpower. And we can finally deploy the submarine. And we started stockpiling some convoys. Hopefully we'll have enough. Now, have I finished the transport ship research? Almost. Now I have. Let's plan a naval invasion, shall we? Here. Right behind this port. Okay. Hopefully we can get that with the ships. Now our guys, how much manpower total do I have? Army. Okay, it seems that if I deploy all my troops, I will have enough manpower to do the focus with Turkey. Secure the Bosphorus. But we do need to deploy all our manpower. Let's see, do we need much for reinforcements? Actually, if we just let the reinforcements happen, that will be sufficient. So let's not build any more troops right now. Just let the manpower be distributed and we should be able to do the Bosphorus. Yes, we can secure the Bosphorus. And let's get ready to fight. Alright, they're preparing. It will take them around the same time. It will take us to, get ready for the other stuff. The problem is, can we get enough convoys in time? Oh, maybe I can request Lend-Lease from someone, like Greece, give me convoys. World tension is too low. We must be at war. Unfortunate. I could request forces, they do have some forces. Actually, do you have marines? No. As you can see, our subjects are already building up their armies. It's slow at the beginning, but they will speed up significantly. Okay, let's do support weapons 2. And let's do... This is done already. This is being done. I could do the extra companies. I think, even though this is ahead of time, I think it will be worth it. Let's do the guns. Okay. And let's save up some political power now. Maybe we'll be able to change our manpower and economy once we go to war with Turkey. So make sure all these submarines are on patrol in the Black Sea, so we can actually start the invasion. Now we'll wait with declaring the war until we have enough convoys and until they're prepared so they can launch immediately, hopefully before Turkey can do anything about it. Competing machine, good. Now it's time for encryption and decryption. How are we doing on factory construction? Yeah, let's do some civilian ones for now. Secure the Bosphorus. Now let's do all parties must end, which will get rid of all the shenanigans that our king has been pulling. Now let's not declare the war yet, because these guys are not ready. Also, crap, I forgot to paint a war plan for you. You're not getting the planning bonus, damn it. Should be getting the planning bonus. But we have to wait a bit anyway, so they'll be able to get the planning bonus in the meantime. So yeah, we need to wait for the convoys to be completed. No longer get the effects of the embezzlement scandal, that's fine. As you can see, nobody is bothering us. Neither the Germans nor the Russians are attacking us or anything. Okay, we'll attack as soon as the convoys are ready. Support weapons are done, wonderful. Let's do decryption. Just for a bonus. 2 more convoys. I could have launched a smaller attack, I suppose. And yes, they're ready. Oh, division's still preparing, really? Does it say they're still preparing? How are you still preparing? Oh, you don't have full... Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's declare war and hope this goes well, because We do have naval dominance here, and we've sent our planes there as well, so we should have enough to launch the naval invasion. Let's attack. And immediately call all our allies. Can I modify the government? Yes, we could go to war economy, although we can't go to extensive conscription yet. Let's go to war economy. And unpause and see if the naval invasion launches. Yes, it does. Wonderful. And we're moving in. All parties must end. I think this will go away immediately, since all parties must end is done. Okay, they're sending us support equipment. Now, accepting lend-lease from your subjects will increase their liberty slowly, but that's fine. So we could go for army maneuvers, and then here. Or we could go for the extra research slot. Let's do that. Okay, can we land? Are you strong enough to land here? 93. Can I redirect you to the... crap. Should have attacked the two places simultaneously. Alright, encryption, decryption and stuff. We could do... It's 38 still. So I suppose we could do the support companies. And let's accept all the land-lease we can get, because we're missing equipment. Alright, can you... Yes, yes, we have landed. Okay, it's pretty important that we take this port, because from here, not only do we separate those guys from reinforcements, we'll also be able to paint a whole big front line. Actually, you guys should get right on that, while these guys help over here. Come on. People's Army, wonderful. Okay, great. Now let's reassign them all to the same army. Paint a new front line over here. That will assign all the divisions. And paint a new attack plan all over Turkey. And attack. Now we can modify the government. We still can't do conscription, unfortunately. They're not strong enough, apparently. Well, eventually we'll be able to do it. At some point. Can we get anyone good here? Commando expert, airborne assault expert, strategic bombing expert. Not really. Yeah, backroom backstabber, Prince of Terror, communist revolutionary. Nah. I suppose I could do the tank designers. This one's locked. It's not that good. It works for tank destroyers and reliability, while this gives armor. Yeah, I suppose this is better. Maybe because it doesn't require us to wait for a special focus, although this costs less. What else could I do? Political advisor, no. Military command, no. I suppose we could do strategic bombing, but we're not doing strategic bombing usually. Let's get the Chief of Air Force. Ground support expert. Oh, speaking of Air Force, you guys should be assigned over here. We don't need you in the Black Sea anymore, because we have a foothold now. The naval invasion was crucial, otherwise we would have a very difficult time cutting through here and then to this province. And now, well, it's looking great. Now, these ships, we don't need to fight anyone, just get you to port. We don't have a lot of ships, so we need to treasure them. Alright, this is looking great, isn't it? Again, we can conquer Turkey, or we can puppet them. And I'm gonna puppet them, because we're doing the puppet master. Okay, Turkey was puppeted. And we'll be able to ask for their troops and all that. Let's cancel all your orders, and get ready to fight someone. Now, this is basically the opener done. This is the opener done. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Sorry, that's us again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 puppets. Each of them will spend their political power on doing the focuses, get extra factories, and all that. Each of them has core manpower here, and it would be non-core for us. Each of them will build troops which we can use ourselves. So basically, when the World War starts, we'll have like 200 or more units available as Romania. That is pretty awesome, I'd say. Okay, can I justify a war goal on someone? Not really, not yet. But we will be able to. And the longer we build up, the stronger we'll become. So basically, the strategy now is to get involved in the World War on the winning side. If we were to join the Allies immediately, I think we'd beat Germany quite easily. Or alternatively, we could wait for Germany to clash with the Soviet Union and take out the weaker party. Anyway, I think but this is the end of the opener, and now you kind of choose your own adventure. But let's assume we'd want to fight Germany alongside the Allies. So let's get ready for that and see how that works. How that works out. Okay, how are we doing on reinforcements? Not amazingly. Agrarian reform, let's do that. Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. A horrible thing in the history of Europe. Let's also assign some of you to the Italian border. And to what soon will be Italian border. So, all of you are here. I suppose I will deploy you like this. It's probably too many. That's fine. Select everyone, paint, orders. Because Italy will join the Axis, and then we'll fight them as well. We could do a naval invasion. Although we won't get naval dominance over Italy, that's pretty much impossible in our situation, so let's not bother when we can go through here. And Albania will submit to Italy, as it always does, so we'll take it as well. Now we can, and we will, get more troops from our subjects, and we can assign those to the orders we're doing. Izmit. Where's Izmit? And why am I repairing it? Okay, let's build some factories. North Transylvania, 100%. And maybe let's build some military ones as well. Right, first get the infrastructure, like here in Muntenia. Then do the military factory. Yeah, that's fine. We can modify the government again. I suppose we'll take the Prince of Terror, because we will be taking some German territory soon. Yep. And when Germany starts fighting the Allies, which is about to happen, we will join in. Our subjects will not have grown in power by then very much, so maybe it's more prudent to wait a bit longer than that. Still, I want to try it. Probably not the best idea ever, but let's try it anyway. We might request forces from all our subjects for that purpose. Oh, the Germans have no troops on our border. It is almost 39, so we can start doing these. I'll start with construction. And we can add recon companies to our units. Alright. I suppose I'll do logistics as well. And now we can produce better guns. Unfortunately, we do have enough steel. We don't have enough support equipment, though. Let's do that. Too little aluminium, but that's fine. We'll get some factories from the Germans soon. We need aluminium and tungsten, but I'll leave it be. We should get some lend-lease from our subjects. Okay. They're about to attack the Allies. I think I will justify a war goal when they do, because now I can't, but soon I will be able to. And then we'll take everything. So, okay, agrarian reform is done. Let's do Danubian transport network. Germany attack Poland. Poland will now join the Allies. Zog submits to Italy. And, oh, I can't justify the war goal yet. Huh, pity. Well, soon I'll be able to, because the world tension will skyrocket soon. I think Italy should join the Axis now, which will increase the world tension significantly. Seriously? Oh, come on. I can't join in? Also, France, are you not doing anything? Seems like Italy is not that eager to join. Yet. Weird. Fall of Warsaw. That's a pity. Poland will capitulate before we can join in. Very unfortunate. Can I join your faction? Different ideology. Oh, you idiots. I would have helped you. I mean, I'm a monarchist imperialist, but so were you. Alright, Poland has capitulated. 49. Oh, 58. Okay, now we can do that. Justify war goal. Conquer whichever bit. 40 days. We should be able to beat them before France gives up, and let's make sure to edit this front line to incorporate all of the front line. Okay, they're deploying alongside our border, but I don't think they have enough troops to cover all the borders. And we'll still be getting some from our subjects that are currently building troops. I could request forces from them. Okay, USSR occupies Poland. We don't care for USSR at the moment, so I'm just going to... okay, I need to select all these divisions. That's just 2 divisions, apparently. Control right-click. Assign them over here. And then destroy this bit of an order. Yeah, this looks okay. We're going to be joining allies soon. Now, we could get a Chief of Navy and all that, but we don't really need to. I suppose we could go do a strategic bombing expert or something, but that won't do anything. Let's take the planes and assign them to the Czechoslovakian region. Maybe they can help a bit. Italy joins Axis. That was to be expected. We finished the transport network. Now let's do Malaxa. Now this is not necessarily the best choice. We could wait and build up our strength because soon our subjects would become very, very powerful. But I want to try it. I want to see what will happen if we attack the Axis now. Right, let's make some more infrastructure. And then some more factories. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna declare war. Call all allies. And now the allies should invite us to their faction. Maybe they won't, we'll see. Offer to join, ask to join faction. You don't want me. Maybe they'll change their attitude in a day. Now I can ask... well, let's wait a moment. Yep. Accept. See, somehow that removed my expeditionary forces. I'm not sure why. But I am going to request forces from all my subjects. All the forces that you have. Even if it's just 1 division. Request forces, request forces. You get the picture. And Turkey too. They don't have a lot because we just fought and they haven't rebuilt them yet. But now let's select all of them. or the ones that weren't assigned to any armies, and send them to fight the Germans. I'm doing it like this because I don't want to select any of the units already assigned to the Italian border. Assign them to the army, and assign them to the attack order in Germany. I'm not sure if we'll be successful. Maybe it was too early. But in my test game I waited until like 41 and I had like 300 divisions because the subjects were so prolific. Okay, let's see how that works out. Doesn't seem to work out too well. Call to arms, yeah, let's merge the wars, that's fine. Okay, that's not going great. Maybe we were too hasty. We were too hasty in this, apparently. But that's okay. Ooh, Lend-Lease. Yeah, it's a pity we couldn't attack when they were still fighting Poland, because we could have won much more easily. Now this is not looking good, we'll probably lose. But as I said, in my test game, I waited until 41. And I had 300 divisions because my subjects have built so many, and we just crushed Germany with no trouble whatsoever. So yeah, maybe don't be too hasty. Maybe wait for Germany to fight the Soviet Union and then attack the weaker one of them. Because they are unlikely to mess with you. Although our guys are still defending. My guy is gaining experience all the time. He's getting stronger and stronger. And we're getting... Maybe we can actually... Well, maybe we can actually make it. I suppose we'll see soon. Field hospitals? Yeah, I guess. Don't really care about it that much. Let's do these. Yeah, they have cut through Slovakia, they have cut through most of Hungary, but they haven't reached us yet. What's this? Oh, that's a bit of Slovakia. Apparently there's a bit of Germany there, which might be a problem. Let's retake that. Oh, all the Lend-Lease. Wonderful. Okay, as you can see, this is not a great situation. And probably we should have waited a bit longer to attack the Germans, but again, this is a testing situation. I wanted to see how that would work out. Still, they're not, we're just, there's a stalemate right now. They're not pushing us back. I suppose I could use a better engineering company to reinforce that stalemate. And wait for the Allies to get their shit together. If they ever get their shit together. Okay, they're pushing through Hungary, unfortunately. I need... Oh crap, I'm an idiot, am I not? Yes, extensive conscription. Should have done that a long time ago, as soon as we started fighting them. Now our guys can actually get reinforcements. Very slowly get reinforcements. Yeah, Germany is fighting on very many fronts. Perhaps that will be sufficient for us to be victorious. They still haven't gone past Hungary. And the extra manpower is certainly helping. Even though I forgot to get it earlier. Alright, let's just sit back and see how that works out. Bulgaria got some more troops. I'm assuming they'll just send them to the front lines, so we don't need to control them directly. I wanted to control the troops directly because I wanted all of them to benefit from the skills of my guy. There's quite a lot of them. Of the skills, I mean. I could still request troops. Are you building more troops? Greece? No. Well, you might be, but you're sending them to the front lines. Oh, see, we're pushing back. This is actually German territory. This used to be Austria. How's France doing? Not so great. France is screwing up royally. And Britain's not doing shit. Yo, Britain, wanna give me expeditionary forces? Oh, I'm not giving you expeditionary forces. You wanna give me Lend-Lease? Oh, they will accept. Yes, gimme. France. Gimme. They will not accept. About towed artillery? No. Oh, how about, like, the US? Do you want to send me Lend-Lease? Can you? Anything would be helpful? No. Oh well. Oh, how about British Raj? They were giving me something. No, they won't agree. Alright, let's continue and see how that works out. Oh, UK has immediately cancelled the Lend-Lease, unfortunately. Alright, we're getting some more military factories. Yeah, France is about to surrender. They screwed up. Well, who screwed up is actually Britain, because they just left their troops here, like idiots, instead of sending them over to France. Well, hey, what can you do? Yeah, so this is not perfect. Greece wants to send us Lend-Lease. Coat of arms request from Free France. I'm already at war with you. Yes, yes, of course. Free France has, of course, capitulated. Soviet Union attack Finland. Was Finland guaranteed by the Allies? No. Which is fine. Okay, I think I'm going to end this here. We are holding our own against Germany, but the situation is far from perfect. What I would recommend for the future, although theoretically there's a lot of foreign troops I could request to control. Oh, France and British Raj and all these guys are sending their troops to our front line. Anyway, okay, let's let this run and I will sum everything up. I think the opener is valid. You got tons and tons of subjects, which will grow on their own and get very, very powerful. As I said in the test game, I let the game run until 41 before I actually got involved in the World War. And I think it was around 280 divisions from all the subjects. And those were some pretty good divisions. So when I attacked, Germany was fighting the USSR and I decided to attack Germany. And I, alone with my subjects, got around this far in like half a year. Because they really build up quickly. The thing is, they all have the focuses. They have all have the focus trees, and they all get the extra factories. So the more subjects you have, the more overall strength you'll have together. Just like in EU4, although there is a little bit of trouble with subject management sometimes. So we have to balance that out. Okay, as you can see, we're holding our own against Germany. Our guy is getting stronger and stronger, and if we can hold out for long enough, the US and UK will start getting involved. Still, probably not the best choice to attack Germany right away. We could wait for Germany to fight USSR and then attack the weaker one of them. We could have some nice results attacking the USSR, because we could attack them from Turkey's side as well. No, we're pushing back here as well. That's nice. Okay, I'm tempted to let this run, but this video is already way too long. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this opener, and remember that the opener itself ends when we take Turkey, and the rest is just me fooling around. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.